Hello and welcome to your Empowered Astrology Forecast with yours truly, Sarah McCallum, the Cosmic Finder. And I am here to report on the week of June the 26th, 2023. So this week, the moon will be waxing. It is making its way from new to full, gaining in light. And therefore, you may feel a bit more extroverted, maybe like you have a little bit more energy, you like to socialize, you want to be out in the light, making connections. So go ahead and allow that energy to work for you this week. All right, over the course of the week, the moon will shift from Libra into Scorpio, into Sagittarius, and at the very end on Sunday, it will move into Capricorn. So while the moon is in Libra at the beginning of the week, it's a great time to check in with yourself in terms of balance, in terms of harmony. This is a great time for recalibration. So if things feel disharmonious, make some changes so that you can bring yourself back into a state of homeostasis. When the moon shifts into Scorpio, it's such a potent time for healing. It's important for you to be near water, stay hydrated, take a bath, relax, and allow things to surface. Allow the emotional body to express itself. When the moon shifts into Sagittarius, this is a great time to explore, expand, perhaps tap into some form of study or higher learning course that you've been wanting to take, and really allow the mind to open. And lastly, when we shift into Capricorn at the end of this week and at the beginning of next week, it's a great time to check in with the foundation and structure of your business, of your home life, of your physical body, and also really review your limitations, like see where it is in your life that perhaps you're pushing yourself a little bit too far outside of your own personal limits. And again, make adjustments. All right, so this week we will have one planet changing signs, and that will happen on Monday. So Mercury will shift into Cancer. This is all about intuitive communication. We will be really speaking from a place of heart-centered and nurturing energy. Cancer is so much about giving and receiving emotional warmth and security. So that will be very much a theme while Mercury is in Cancer. We also need to be mindful of and aware of the passive aggressive tendencies that are common with Cancer. So this could come out in our communication style, in the ways in which we are talking with others, and we may be receiving that type of energy as well. All right, and then on Monday the 26th, we will also have Mars and Uranus in a square. So in a relationship that really is about tension for change, you could feel like you are starting to break down some barriers or obstacles that exist in your life. You may have the energy to tackle those types of situations. But with Uranus, because things are electrifying and sudden, you may also be accident prone. So just again, be mindful of your footing as we begin this week. On Wednesday, the 28th, on Thursday, the 29th, we will have two trines. So two relationships that maybe feel a little bit more easy, a little bit more flowing. And the first will be between Venus and Chiron. So this could be artistic. You may feel very empathic and compassionate. However, wounds will likely surface that have to do with your sense of beauty. It may have something to do with vanity. Again, Chiron is our wounding. Venus is so much about aesthetics, what it is that we find attractive. The next trine will happen between Mercury and Saturn. And this may be really something that allows us to reflect upon our own sense of authority, our inner sense of authority, also how we communicate with others in our lives that are authoritarian. It may be really a time for us to use our words to discuss ideas around maturation and limitation and foundation as well. All right, and then on, let's see, Friday the 30th, we will have Neptune moving retrograde. So at this point, we are going to have Pluto, Saturn, and then Neptune as well, all retrograde. And with Neptune specifically, because this is the planet that governs Pisces, it has so much to do with our dreams, our fantasies, what it is that we really are hoping for, what it is that we're wishing would occur. There can be some time to reflect upon habits related to addiction, habits related to escapism, and really sorting through or sifting through what's real and what's fantasy. And also, calling in your divine team, working with your spiritual practices to help you feel a little bit more grounded in the present and reflect upon what practices are helpful for you and what practices maybe are not encouraging you to evolve and expand and grow. On Saturday the 1st, the Sun and Jupiter will be in a sextile. This energy should probably feel really benevolent, really joyful, potentially happy, and really paying attention to your mindset, positive affirmations, mantras, things like that can be really powerful for harnessing this energy. All right, and then as we move out of the week on Sunday the 2nd, Venus and Uranus will be in a square. So tension perhaps internally with Venus. It's a personal planet. Again, it has to do a lot with self-love. Uranus, electrifying, sudden. It could be that you really need to lean into self-love. You really need to get to know how to love on yourself first. And you may also feel that there are challenges related to commitment around relationships because you also have a strong desire for freedom, for sudden shifts and changes. So if that's coming up for you at the end of the week, understand that this aspect between Venus and Uranus may potentially be why it is you're feeling that way. And then lastly, I did pull 3 cards out of the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck for us. These popped out for the collective or for anyone tuning into the Empowered Astrology forecasts. So we've got Garden of Venus, all about rest and renewal. Slow it down, take your time, take care of yourself. It's Cancer season, nourish yourself. We've got In the Hand, which is so much about understanding the universe is on your side. The universe is your partner. And again, with Neptune moving retrograde, really tapping into your connection to your divine team. And then lastly, we've got Repairing the Veil, which is so much about forgiveness. And I think some of that square between Venus and Uranus could be about loving yourself. And part of loving yourself is forgiving yourself. That's all I have for you this week. I wish you all a beautiful week, and I will talk to you again soon. Mwah.